So, season 7, mid-season finale just finished. I thought it was a good episode. I think that there was quite a lot of filler. That's what I found a lot with this first half of season 7. There was a lot of filler. It's just stuff that didn't matter. Stuff we didn't care about. One example was the whole Tara Heath episode. That was a waste of time, I thought. Like, it didn't add to the story, didn't add to the characters. That should have been erased. They should have just thrown that one in the garbage. But for the finale, I liked it. But the filler parts that I didn't like was the whole Michonne thing with the woman in the car and that. That was a waste of time. The whole Spencer thing. Love that he's dead. He's been a waste of time. A lot of stuff is being filler with him. So I'm glad Spencer's gone. But you knew it was coming. As soon as he got cleaned up and he's carrying the bottle of booze and he's going to talk to Negan, you're like, you're dead. You're dead. So you knew that one was coming. Olivia, I saw that one coming. I just didn't know it would be that way. I think we all loved Olivia. It's a shame that she's gone. She was one of the more interesting characters, newer interesting characters, I should say. She was just a good, wholesome person, sort of like Herschel was. So it's always sad to see someone like that go in the show, because they're few and far between. Negan, that's always great. The great one-liners. You gotta love Lucille. Come on, she jumped in front of and took a bullet for him. So that was hilarious. But I have to admit, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is looking skinny. Wow, that guy, if I was a producer, I'd be like, can you start putting on some weight, buddy? Like 20 pounds? Because when they were having the spaghetti and everything, and he was wearing the white t-shirt, and you just saw his arms, and they were so skinny. Oh, and then we had Rick and Aaron, all right, going for that boat, the houseboat and stuff, and I liked it. There's one thing that did pop into my head, and I know it's not going to happen, but when they got off and they're loading up the truck and they find the note, and then all of a sudden we see a boot just appear. Someone's there. So I was thinking, okay, this person who hid all this stuff on that houseboat also put all these walkers in the water to protect it. And I'm like, who else? What other character put the walkers in water? And I'm like, the governor. I know it wouldn't happen. They're not going to do it, but wouldn't that be amazing if somehow the governor didn't die? He survived being stabbed by Michonne and then being shot. He survived, and it was him. Wouldn't that make this show just insane? Negan and the governor. Oh, shit. Those two going at it, fighting for power also. I know it's not going to happen, but it did cross my mind. I'm like, the governor used to put zombies in the water. I remember he would chain them up and throw them in the lake, and he would just look down on them from the dock. But yeah, so that sort of put a smile on my face, but it's not going to happen. The whole Carol Morgan and the guy from the Kingdom, I can't remember his name. That felt like filler. That didn't really bring anything new. It's like, hey, we got to fight the Sanctuary. We got to fight Negan's group. No. Okay, thanks, bye, done. No need for that. But holy shit, when they're beating the shit out of Aaron for no fucking reason, that just made you hate those Negan's little minions. Ugh, hated that. But the best part, I think we'll all agree, was at the end when Rick comes around. Because that's what happened in the comic book too, but it was Andrea. It wasn't Michonne, it was Andrea talking to Rick. And then Rick says, yeah, no, we are going to fight. So I love that, and seeing them come to Hilltop and them all meeting up again, and Daryl and Jesus, that gave me hope for the second half of season 7. Because this first half, I think maybe only 2 to 3 episodes I've liked. So this gives me hope that yes, they're going in a direction to tell the story. They don't even have to go to show the second half of the season. They don't even have to go to war with Negan right away. It could all just be them getting the groups together, getting with Ezekiel and the kingdom. I would love this. More of Jesus doing, say, recon on the sanctuary. Like they showed, well, I'll talk about this in a second because this happened in an episode and I was like, this makes no sense. But show Jesus, because he is such a sort of ninja kind of guy, him going to the sanctuary and doing reconnaissance on it, sneaking in, finding how many people roughly, weapons, food, finding out all this stuff and reporting back to the rest of the group, and them going out and finding more weapons and stuff to fight. And then I was like, oh, but Eugene's gone. They can't make bullets. But then, no. Eugene gave Rick the recipe to make bullets. So Rick knows how to make bullets, thanks to Eugene. So they really don't need Eugene to make the bullets. So that's awesome. But yeah, that's the second half of the season 7 could just be that. And then season 8, we get into the war. So, but it ended on a positive that it is going somewhere. So I'm happy about that. But back to the Jesus part. Okay, forget what episode it was. But it was when Carl was going to go and kill Negan. What was that, episode 4 or 5? Whatever. But here's what didn't make sense. So, Carl, Jesus, in the back of that Q van, heading towards the sanctuary. Jesus says, we're almost at the sanctuary. We should jump out. He jumps out. Carl stays in. Yada, yada, yada. Next time we see Jesus is Negan's driving out of the sanctuary and Jesus is on top of his van and then rolls off and then is back in the sanctuary. It's like, why didn't they show us Jesus getting into the sanctuary, sneaking in? Like it still baffles my mind. Maybe I misread that wrong or saw it wrong. But yeah, why is he trying to sneak into the sanctuary? He's trying to sneak into the sanctuary, got into the sanctuary, and now is coming out of the sanctuary on Negan's van, but then jumps out to get back into the sanctuary. Like, so that just blew my mind. But yeah, it's going in the right direction now. Second half is going to kick ass, I think. So, there we go, guys. Tell me what you thought. Talk to you later.